Hello. I am excited to have you all back for self-improvement, reign and rule. I have a special guest with me today, y'all. I'm so excited. She's gonna be talking about living a shine lifestyle. And as I was thinking about this, I thought about the song where the rapper was like, "Get your shine on," and she'll know what I'm talking about because she is a fellow Louisiana native. Tawana Anderson is the founder of Shine. Shine stands for Stuff Happens is Not the End. She decided to shine her light in being more authentic, hopeful, and confident despite what she has experienced. Besides what she has been through, to show others that they could shine as well. Her mission is to empower individuals to let go of the past and shine in their present. Through Shine, women and teens are motivated towards action, regain hope, grow in self confidence, and develop greater personal authenticity. We all need that. She does this through conferences, events, and personal development workshops. Tawana is also the author of Bruised and Broken to Shine. Shine is a lifestyle teaching you to have joy and live your best life no matter what your circumstances are. You can learn more at www.tawanaanderson.com, and we'll also have that in the comments as well. Welcome, girl.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm excited to have you.
How are you?
I'm good. I am good. I'm ready for you to drop these jewels about this shine lifestyle.
Well, I can't wait to share all the jewels.
Okay, so we're gonna start with jewel number one. How did you even get to this point of living a shine lifestyle? Like, what prompted you to get here?
So, well, I guess like it was what 2013 going into 2014, I had decided that I wanted to start like shining my light.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it just came to me, stuff happens is not the end, right? And so that's what shine stands for. And so in doing that and like telling other people to shine, I realized that it was actually a lifestyle, not just a brand where you just like shine, shine, shine. It's something that you have to do every day. Stuff happens is not the end. When you wake up in the morning, stuff happens is not the end. Throughout the day, stuff happens is not the end, right? And so, I'm always saying shine and shine lifestyle, but it really is stuff happens is not the end, and also shining your light. And in doing that, it just means that what I decided to do was every day, instead of shrinking myself, I was going to shine my bright light, no matter what the circumstances was. Like you lose your job, shine your light.
Right.
You get a divorce, shine your light, right? Like you are not the things that happen to you, and you don't keep letting those things come up. So that's how I came up with the lifestyle, because it's an everyday thing, and it's how you choose to live your life every day. So that's how it comes to be a lifestyle.
And I like what you said, like you are not the things that happen to you, because sometimes we attach anything that happened to us, we attach it to us. And then sometimes that could become our identity when that's not even what we were created for to begin with. It's just something that was approved to happen, or let's just be honest, sometimes we play a role in our own mess too. So it could be that as well. So I'm happy that you touched on that. So what are the benefits of having of living the shine life, but also having this shine mindset? Because it's like you said, it's not just a lifestyle, but it's something you do daily. It's a daily thing. So what are the benefits of living this shine life?
So, I mean, one of the benefits I think is actually like, I have this thing in my book that I talk about where I say, don't take yourself out the game, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the things is when stuff happened to us, we always want to take ourselves out the game, right? Like I'll have friends who will be like, this happened to me, so I'm not gonna do this. And it's just like, no, like you just gotta go for the next thing. Like, like it's the next thing. So that's the benefit of living a lifestyle, because you actually get to every day you decide that you're gonna put yourself back in the game, right? And not take yourself out the game. And so to me, that's the most important thing. Well, one of the most important things, right? To show up for yourself every day.
Mm.
And so that's why I think that, like, for me, I feel like it has done so much wonders in my life, because no longer do I see myself as a teenage parent, which that was my thing, right? I saw myself as a teenage parent, and I also thought that everybody looked at me that way. So when I showed up, I always showed up as a teen mom. Well, I don't show up as a teen mom anymore. I show up as Tawana, the amazing person that I am. And I'm okay with letting other people see that, right? Well, before I was just like, oh, well, they're gonna think that I'm, like, I'm just a teen mom. I don't know, what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. But in actuality, the crazy thing about all of that was that that's what I thought of myself. That's not what anybody else in my life thought about me.
So you put that on you.
I put that on me. And so a lot of times we put that on ourselves, right? The things that we label ourselves as, that's not what other people say. I mean, like when I was telling my friends that I felt like I was dimming my light, I had a couple of them being like, when? Like, when were you doing that? Like, they never felt that I was, but I felt that I was. So I felt like I wasn't living to my full potential. So
And you had to you had to put yourself back in the game, like you said.
yeah, I just put myself back in the game and be like, okay, I'm gonna be in all the games. Like any game I choose to be in, I'm gonna be in there. Like I'm not taking myself out. Like I
Right.
deserve to be happy. I deserve to have, my first home. Like, a lot of people as single parents, you think that you can't achieve certain things. And no, like you can. Like
Right.
those things are for you too.
Right. Right. You're not excluded from it, but it starts
Nope.
with you showing up and owning
Yep.
it as if it's already yours.
Yep, exactly.
So, what we're going to talk about the other side of it. What are the ramifications if someone is not living a shine lifestyle?
So, I mean, the ramifications if you're not living a shine lifestyle, ooh, I think one of
Yeah.
the ramifications,
Ooh.
yeah, it is because like I'm saying, ooh, because one of the ramifications is you're not living to your full potential, right?
Mm,
And like, who wants to look up 20 years from now and be like, man,
I missed this.
I missed this. Like I've had some things like that happen to me. Like I
Mm,
talk about it in the book, like when like in that don't take yourself out of the game. There's a story in there, where I always thought that I wasn't good enough for a person, right?
mhm.
And I never let myself be able to explore those things because I felt like, wait, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve this. So that's the ramifications. Like you're sitting on the sideline. Who want to sit on the sideline when you could actually like? I'm just saying, like that's the ramification. You don't get to participate. You don't get the things that you want. You're scared. Oh my gosh, the fear. And I'm not gonna lie, it's something that I still deal with.
Mhm.
Like the fear of making a move, like making major moves, things that I
Mhm.
know that God promised me. Like I had one friend tell me, she was like, "You the only person I know who God always show up for them, but you're always like doubting it. Like you just always doubting it." And
Ooh.
I'm like, "Oh, I feel like I don't do that." And she's like, "No, like you think He's gonna leave you now?"
Right.
Like, and that's true. Like He's not gonna leave you. So that's one of the ramifications of that. But also, like, one of the ramifications of living a shine lifestyle that people are not ready for is that you might lose some friends.
Come on. Take us there. Take us there. Take us there.
Like seriously, like you might lose some friends, right? And the reason why you might lose friends is because you're living this lifestyle and you're starting to realize that those their values and their goals don't align with yours, and they still see you as the person that
That label.
you understand that you're not, and they keep trying to remind you that you that person, right? And
Right.
like you're like, I'm not. I this happened to me. That's not who I am. It's something that happened. But they keep trying to tell you, no, that's who you are. So then you gotta move, like you're gonna have to move on out the way and be like, okay, well, you go over here because I'm gonna
Yeah.
go and be in my destiny. Like I'm gonna go and follow my dreams and I'm gonna be my goals. And I'm not gonna be with all the foolishness because most people who do that are people who they're not happy and they're not happy for you, and they want to keep reminding you of your past. Like who wants to be around people like that? I don't. Like I don't. So
I'm
I
good.
mean, so that's a ramification of living a shine lifestyle. Everybody's not gonna be on board. Everybody's not gonna take you serious. they're not going to be happy for you. Like all of a sudden, you know, like just imagine you start shining your light and you start coming around and you start doing it, and they're like, well, who she thinks she is? Like, you know, but you
So
have to live in that.
from what I have heard and what I have seen, it's almost like this scarcity mindset and abundance mindset. So
Yeah.
like the scarcity mindset, that's going to keep you in a box. That's going to
Yep.
keep you with a limited view. And then when I think about the shine lifestyle, as you're talking, I'm thinking about an abundance mindset, a mindset of possibilities, a mindset of hope. I think about Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and to give you hope in a new future. And it's like so many times we get caught up and not allowing our light to shine because of what other people think.
What other people think, and also the situation that we're in now, right?
Mm-hmm. Elaborate
Like
on that.
I was planning to do something. I was like, okay, I'll do it in 4 years, right? But it required me to make a move right now.
Right.
And doing the numbers, I'm like, well, I can't afford that. Well, who said I can't afford that 4 years from now? Like, it's the truth.
Right.
So, you know, we live, like you say, like you just scared, you're in the like, but God's not gonna leave you. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just not subscribing to it anymore.
Right.
Like, you know,
And how long did it take you to unsubscribe from the mindset before you really start like owning and living the shine lifestyle?
I'm gonna be honest. It's an everyday thing because once you conquer one thing, then another thing comes, right?
Come up daily.
Yeah, something else might come up. Like I might believe in God for a job. I might believe in Him for my salary. I might believe Him. Like I might believe that I'm gonna have a roof over my head. I'm believing all these things, right? But I'm not. I might not believe in Him providing other stuff for me, right?
Right. So
So then
it's
once
in
that
one
come,
mindset, it's in one area of life. Like God, you could do it in this area, but
yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I don't trust you with this. I don't
Yeah, I
trust you
don't
with
trust this
this.
area. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
definitely relate to that though. I could relate. I could definitely relate to that. So yeah, I agree. It does hit all areas, and
yeah,
sometimes it hit them at different times, but sometimes it hit at the same time.
yeah.
So
Sometimes it does. I mean, but what I think that is most important is that you just keep reminding yourself, stuff happens. It's not
it's
the
not
end.
the
You
end.
missed that opportunity. You're like, okay, I missed that opportunity, but God, if you give me that opportunity again, I'm not gonna question you. I'm not gonna doubt you. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna jump. And you just wait for that next opportunity to actually show Him that you do believe in Him, that you do trust Him in that area of your life. And I'll be the first to say I'm not perfect. And so that's why I say every day, every moment is a shine lifestyle because I'm still living it every day. And
Mm-hmm.
so I haven't conquered it at all,
Right.
but I'm keep living it and I'm gonna keep showing up every day and I'm gonna keep having a plan for my life.
Right. It's a constant evolution. You never be like, oh, I arrived. It's just a
Yeah, like
constant
no.
evolution.
Mm-mm.
So I want to ask you this because the thing that I wrote in my journal this morning, it was about being a light, being a light. Like that's what I woke up with. I feel like we're going on year 2 of this pandemic. It's a lot of stuff going on within our nation. Voting rights under attack. Everywhere you look, it's always something. It's just like we're surrounded by a dark cloud or something
Yep.
like that. So if for the person who's watching and they feel like that they've been in this place of darkness or they have that one area that just seems very gloom, how would you encourage them to create their own shine lifestyle? What are some practical steps people could take?
So there's like 10 things that I would say, right? So one of
Okay,
them would
drop them.
be allow at least 5 minutes a day to meditate or pray, right? Like at least. So to get yourself centered, kind of get intentional about your day, right? Take out time for yourself. Now, some people might be like, oh my God, I have so much time for myself during the pandemic, right? But what are you doing with that time? So, like for me, when the shutdown happened the first time, I spent my time studying for my security certifications. And I actually got two during that time, right? So that was me like taking time for myself, making sure that I studied and just, just trying to better myself in that time that
Really
was shut
smart.
down. Be present in the moment.
That's good. That's good.
Man, you miss so much stuff just not being present. So I just try to be present in the moment when with whoever I'm with or whatever I'm doing. I just try to like make sure I'm not in that phone as much and just really like trying to enjoy what's going on around me, right?
Mhm.
Because you can find good things like one of the things I said, and I know this probably like would make people upset. I feel like I missed the boat during COVID because there were so many things that I wanted to say that I didn't say, but I just didn't do it because I just felt like it was like a fragile time. But I felt like this was probably the first time that some husbands and wives actually spent some time together
I said that. I said a few things. I said what you said, and then
with
on
the
top of
kids too.
oh,
With the
no,
kids,
that was my next part. I said you don't know how many families have reunited because of COVID. And the part that broke my heart though was there are so many people that have been going so much to
mhm.
where now you're forced to shut down with the family where none of y'all know each other.
Nope.
That's the part that broke my heart. That's the part I was just like, God, that's scary.
See, so you took that approach, and this is gonna might sound crazy, but I took the approach where that you had to spend time with somebody that you finally realized wasn't your person.
Woo, that's real.
Like I'm not, and I'm not trying to be like funny about it or anything, but just think like you didn't know, you don't know this person,
Yeah.
and all the things that you need because you a lot of people go with that want, right? But all the things that you need in that moment, you need somebody to be positive about this whole COVID thing. You need somebody who's gonna share it. Like that, I'm cooking duties. I'm sorry, but cooking 3 times a day for kids and husbands and
That's hard.
wives and it's hard. But somebody that's gonna even order the groceries, right? Like go to the grocery store, those type of things. So that is another thing. So another thing is writing your journal. And the reason why I say writing your journal, this is my only reason why this is gonna sound so crazy. Because you write down stuff and then like a year later you go back and you laugh because you're like, why was I ever worried about that thing? And it's a reminder that God is gonna always deliver you from it, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's why I always like to write in a journal. Is like because I'll put stuff in there and I'm like, man, why was I worried about that? Because when it happens and we get over it, we easily forget.
Yeah.
So the journal is a reminder.
Yeah. Trust God's
Um,
track record.
Yeah. And so another one was walk away from people and friends and situations that don't allow you to grow. If we can't talk about our finances, if we can't talk about marriage, like I'm not married, but my married friends that are transparent with me, I love them. Like I love them. They are
I'm
like
one of
the
those friends.
best.
I'm very
Oh my
transparent.
God. Those are like the best friends in life to have. Like the people who are like, hey, one of my best friends always say, people are living longer and you gotta be married forever. You can take your time because you'll be married a long time still, right? And so I love that. Like I love that you can, and if we can't talk about like our finances, we can't talk about relationships and like really be transparent, parenting, all those things, then I mean, why are we even doing life together? Um, yeah. And then find individuals who want you to be your best self.
To promote your shine, who push you
Oh
to
my
shine.
God, who push you to shine,
Yeah.
who's always like, you know what you're good at? Like, you're good at talking to people. You're
Yeah.
good at this, right? And just always like pointing out the good things about you and not just the bad things. Like, because those
Yeah.
friends who always point out the bad stuff, and don't get me wrong, you do need friends that are gonna check you. Don't get
Right.
me wrong.
Right. Right.
But if it's always the bad stuff,
We gotta.
you don't need it. I mean,
Yeah.
because the best version of you is pointing out the bad stuff that you need to stop. So them believing in that is perfect.
Right. I did that to one of my friends. Not the bad stuff, but she's very good. She is so good with words. So I was working on a project and then I needed a quick turnaround, and she helped me with the project. So I not only did I thank her, but I sent her money to show her like I'm serious about this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And she tried to send it back, but I told her, I was like, I said, if you send it back, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. And I had told her, I said, I'm going to need you to do this again. And I already scheduled the money to come to you. So you got to take that one too. And then after that, we could establish a professional agreement. And she was like, okay. But it's just like when you notice your friend have a gift, honor that gift.
Yep.
Honor that.
Yep. And we kind of talk about this in the being present and being in the moment, but I also say spend quality time with your family. Outside of COVID, I get it. But when we all can go outside for real, like I hope people understand that you should spend quality time with your family. I was listening to a podcast and the guy said that when you become an adult, you'll probably see your parents about 80 times in your lifetime before they die, right? Now, me growing up in New Orleans, we lived all in the same block, same
Neighborhood,
radius,
all that.
everything. You see your parents and your grandparents every day.
Yeah.
Every day. I lived right around the corner from my uh, dad's parents, my grandparents. And my grandmother actually didn't live far. So I would see them all the time,
Yeah.
right?
That was
So just imagine like him saying 80 times, that just hit me like, wait, what?
yeah.
Like, that's not enough.
Right.
So spend time with your family. Like, that's important. Fall in love with yourself.
That's the best thing you could do besides falling in love with Jesus.
Yes, fall in love with yourself. Um, and then do something every day that make you happy. If working out make you happy, work
Do
out
that.
every day. If you
Right.
gotta eat your donut, I know this is extreme every day. Eat your donut. Like, just do one thing every day that make you happy.
Right.
Just one thing for yourself.
Right.
Um, and then another thing I like to do is write down all the things that I want in life. And the list could just be go on and on and on. Like it's just to go on and on and on and on. And you read it and then like you start checking off some of the stuff like, oh, I did do that. I
I
did do
did do
this. I
that.
did do that. Right. And so I think that those are, and just keep reminding yourself that stuff happens is not the end.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I have a few favorites in there for sure, for sure. And I want to thank you for sharing those because some people just maybe like it's hard for me to do that every day, but it takes a made up mind and it takes
Yeah.
being committed to the evolution of that process. So this is my favorite question, and I ask it to everyone. How do you reign and rule in your life? And I have a feeling on how you're going to answer it, but I just want you to answer.
Oh gosh. You have a feeling on how I'm not answer. I don't think I don't think this is gonna be what you thought, but I would say being intentional is how I reign and rule.
Uh-huh. It was close. I thought you was gonna say something about letting your light shine. That's what I thought you was gonna say. So
Yeah, I
it was
mean,
close, but that does take intention, honestly.
yeah, and I mean, and that's a part of it. But like being intentional about my thoughts, being
Right.
intentional about my heart, being intentional about what comes out of my mouth, being intentional about reaching out to friends, just all those things. And like you say, yeah, let your light shine. But to me, being intentional is letting your light shine
Ooh, that's
every
good.
day, all day, in every situation. Just really just like you say, let your light shine
Your light
is
shine.
yeah, that's reign and rule. Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
so this is what we're gonna do. The first person that emails me what they learned from this interview, they'll receive a copy of Tawana's book. I'm gonna buy the book
Yay.
and then we'll ship it to you. But the first person that emailed me what they learned, you'll get a copy of the book. I'll purchase it. We just want to know. I just want to know what you learned, what jewels was in your crown, how you reigning and ruling. But Tawana, thank
Oh,
you for
you're
teaching us
welcome.
how to live this shine lifestyle. Thank you for educating us. Thank you for doing all the work that you do, the intentionality that you put behind it, because people need this. People need
Yeah.
this. It's a lot going on in this world, and we need to know that we could still allow our light to shine even when we feel like darkness is surrounding us. So I'm
Yes.
happy that you said yes.
I'm happy that you asked.